By this point, I'm probably late for Christmas already, but like, I don't care. It's December 3rd. Oh my gosh. It's December 3rd right now, and I'm making Christmas presents for my friends, or one friend. This one friend is Mickey. I love them. And I am making them a star bag. Let me show you what I got so far. I'm also making them like trinkets to go in their star bag. So I made this little heart coin purse, I guess. I used Rosary Apparel's it was meant to be a heart ornament, but it was the perfect size for a coin purse. I got this little pink puffball on clearance. I made this little trinket charm, I guess. And then this is a lip balm holder, always handy. I also made them 2 pairs of earrings, non-binary loops, since they're non-binary. And then also I had these same earrings. I made them before and they said they liked them, so I was like, I'm gonna make them some. So they're little rain clouds with rainbow little raindrops. And then, yeah, these are both paper quilling, by the way. That's what I got so far. And the main event to go with this is a star bag. This pattern is by Sewingly Carol. I will link their channel down below. If you are new to sewing or need some like good tutorials on for like specifically bags, they only do bags, but like they're so good tutorials and they have like all the measurements you need, all the supplies you need. They're very great. I will link them below and watch them, please. I am modifying their star bag pattern. This was my first attempt. Not great. So I bought this sequin pink iridescent fabric because it's their favorite color. And I was like, I'm going to make that into a bag. But surprisingly, the pink sequins are not great, are not a great material to make a bag out of. So I need to layer a backing fabric to make it opaque, and then I thought the sequin fabric would be gross feeling on its own, so I layered on a clear tablecloth on top of this, which in retrospect not the best idea because you kind of see what happened on my first attempt. It got wrinkly and terrible. What I am thinking of doing this time, heat and bond, which if you don't know, you iron it to one side of your fabric and then you can take off the paper backing. And on the other side is also sticky, so you can iron it to the other side of the fabric and then they'll stick together. What I'm going to do is fuse the pink fabric with the iridescent fabric. I don't think I'll be able to fuse the clear plastic to the sequins because that might dull the sparkle a little bit. I'll show you once I figure it out. I also made a pocket. This is the lining, by the way. I made a pocket with tag. I need to get better at making tags. Hello. I forgot this camera hates me. And made what to each love from Rachel. That's me. I made that tag using my Cricut and a piece of ribbon, and I thought that was fun. So I will be back with this and continue my fake tutorial. Hey, so this is more of a like sew with me type of thing. So you can see I'm applying the heat and bond to the front main piece, peeling off the backing so I can attach the sparkly nice fabric. I'm using a cotton just scrap of fabric to protect it, and now I'm using the tablecloth. Wouldn't recommend this, by the way. If you have vinyl, use that, but just have what I had on hand. Ironing, more ironing. This is for the zipper. These are the zipper edges. I'm applying interfacing to these just to make it stiffer. Now I am sewing these I sew a zipper the same way everyone else does. You basically make a sandwich. You put the right side to right side and then sandwich it with the right side again. Right side up for your main fabric, zipper face down, and then lining face down to make right side sandwich. And then sew it down with a zipper foot, or if you're lazy, use a normal foot and like just put it all the way to the left or whatever. And I do that for both sides. Now it's the strap. I cut a little piece too so I can attach the D-ring, and then fire time! And then the other side, I also do fire time! Then I have those 2-pack of D-rings, regrettably from Hobby Lobby because there's nowhere else near me that has these. The little bit goes in one side of them, then the other bit goes in the other side, and then I take the other D-ring, loop it through, kind of a lot, but that's how you do it. Well, I'm sewing it down. This is me attaching it to the other side of the D-ring. This is the other main piece that I just showed you. I'm sewing the sides of the bag right sides together. I did leave the sides sparkleless, regrettably. Not regrettably, that was a good decision. Just so I wouldn't have to fiddle with way more sparkle than I needed to. These are just plain pink fabric with interfacing. That's why you see the white. I'm just pinning around the edges. If you have them, and I do have them, I don't know why I didn't use them. If you do have them, I would recommend using sewing clips. It just makes everything a little bit neater and less pokey. Just putting around the edges, and I'm going to sew this in place. Here we go, pinned everything in place. We're going to sew it right sides together. And I did pin the zipper in place with it too, just sewing the main pieces, putting the lining out of the way, and then sewing it in place. Now I'm taking the lining, and I'm pinning it in place to the main front, right sides together, around the zipper and around the main pieces of the sides. I did leave a gap so you can pull it right sides out, and it looks like this. Excuse the shaky camera and excuse the awful lighting all throughout this video. This is what happens when you have a babby. She's back here, by the way. If you hear goo goo gagas, then welcome to baby. So I was working on Mickey's bag last night. You probably saw. I didn't realize until I had already gotten through it. I realized I forgot the lining. I forgot the lining on the bottom anyway. So I'm trying to think what would be more worth my time is to either unpick all this work I just did, which would maybe put the plastic covering at risk, which I don't want to do, or I just try and ladder stitch or whip stitch or something stitch the lining to the inside, and that way it'll be secure and stuff, but you're never gonna see it anyway. But I think that'll take a long time. I am just starting to think I'll just hand sew it. I did intend this to be a tutorial, but clearly it's not. Sorry. You're just gonna watch this video and sit with me and while I yap and stuff like that. Also, I just realized I put the little bag thing here so they could adjust it, but it's not secured to the lining or anything. It's just popping out there. I mean, it's hemmed and stuff, so it doesn't necessarily need to be, but I want it to look nice on the inside as well. So that's another problem I need to take care of. Yay. I'm having so much fun. Speaking of, they actually sent me a meme of sewing stuff on Instagram, and I thought to myself, yeah, that's me with your Christmas present for real. Oh my god. I'm tired. Jesus started his new job and he works nights, and I didn't realize how much I miss him when I go to sleep. Usually he's either laying next to me or I'm already tired, and I was neither last night because I took a massive fucking nap during the day because this one kept me up. So of course she did. So I didn't go to bed until 1 or 2, and he got home at 4, and of course the baby woke up at 4. She's been doing that recently, by the way. That's very fun. She wakes up at 4 because she's hungry, and then she wakes up again at usually 7 or 8 again because she's hungry. But that means less sleep for me, and I feel great. inside of my life there. So it's a little awkward right now, but I think now that I remember how to do linings, I think I got it. But I don't know how much of this I'm going to film, but I'll try. Hehe. Boo! I'm popping in to tell you I have social media and I have a Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi, coffee, I don't know. You support me. I have stuff on there. Go check it out. Thank you. If it's not obvious right now, I did decide to sew the linings right sides together just so I wouldn't have to unpick everything and redo all that work. And plus, I don't absolutely despise hand sewing, so that's what worked for me. But it might not work for you. Sewing them right sides together with the ladder stitch, I did iron the hems over so it would be a little bit easier. But yeah, there we go. More sewing the lining right sides together. Oh wait, no. This was different. I sewed the lining on from the other side right sides together with the lining of the sides. And then going to pin them in place and then sew around it. Here's me sewing around it, being careful not to catch the front of it and just making sure everything looks nice. Then here's the final step. I sew the front of the bag right sides together to the lining of the other side. Again, should have used sewing clips on this since I was dealing with vinyl from the tablecloth, but you do what I say and not as I do. And be careful. Make sure to leave a gap, and then you can turn it right side out, and it'll be done. This is the final product, and Mickey wearing it. They look amazing, by the way. They customized it a little bit further, but this is the final product. Make stuff for your friends, I guess. Just make stuff for your friends. They ended up loving it, and they said they wear it all the time, which makes me really happy. So yeah, that's the end of this project. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.